And speaking of shifted goalposts, it's also been wild to see all these companies that in 2020, they had the black squares up. They said, we are committed to DEI, Black Lives Matter here. And they are walking back those DEI commitments. They were talking a good game in 2020, talking about pipelines to leadership and putting Black retailers on the shelves and Black businesses and nearly 5 years out. We couldn't even wait till a decade. 5 years out, the next administration over from the racial reckoning, Trump is in office, and it seems that people have seen that as like, great, I can actually say goodbye to that. I can take the mask off, be who I really am. And it just feels like it's hurt the movement in so many ways. I mean, even beyond these DEI rollbacks in California took some big hits with ballot measures when it came to policing and prisons and public safety. And it was scary to be like, wait, if Californians are voting in some of the most carceral legislation we've seen in recent years, what does that mean for the rest of the country? So it just feels like while some people are calling for reform and bipartisanship, there's others of us in much smaller force than it was 5 years ago saying it's time to tear it all down. And you've been inside some of these rooms. So what's the vibe?
Unfortunately, I've been inside some of those rooms. And, as someone who's worked in government, nonprofit, corporate tech, I knew it was BS from the get-go. I knew it was BS because the fact that you had to publicly state that you stood for inclusivity and equity, as if these are some grand transformative statements in a country that is so diverse and has always been diverse, I think always was the writing was always on the wall. Yeah. And I think that seeing so many companies that I've consulted for, that I've spoke on their stages as have you, right, at many of these conferences, these social impact conferences, to seeing some of them make these horrendous steps back in the wrong direction, to your point, tells us that they were never fully invested. They never believed in that this was truly a part of their values structure. And also, I think it's a little short-sighted, right?